Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking. Today I'm going to be making meatloaf. I know, I've done meatloaf before in different variations. Well, this is going to be another variation. It's a little bit of a different recipe than I usually would make. And I'm going to cook it in the air fryer. So that is probably the most interesting part of this recipe, is cooking meatloaf in the air fryer. Should be kind of a fun recipe, shouldn't be too difficult. Let's get started. I have got 1 pound of lean ground beef, and I have 1 farm fresh egg. I'm just going to lightly beat this egg up a little bit. Just going to add my egg to my ground beef. I have 1/4 cup of milk. 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. These are actually Italian seasoned, but I think it'll be fine. Just going to sprinkle in a bit of pepper, just regular old black pepper. A little bit of salt. Yeah, maybe a little bit more salt. A little bit of thyme. I'm going to say about a teaspoon or so of thyme, maybe. And a bit of onion powder. And you could use actual chopped up onions for this, but the only thing I can kind of get away with is the onion powder with Jesse, because he doesn't like onions, you know. Then I'm just going to mix all of this together. Preheated my air fryer at 350. Now I want to take my meatloaf and I'm going to split it into 2. So basically I'm cooking two meatloaves. Just want to form this into, well, basically a rectangle, a meatloaf rectangle. I want it to be too flat. One's a little smaller than the other. I have to probably share a little there. Don't want them to be too much of a different size if they're cooking together, because one will end up getting done sooner than the other and possibly cause the one to cook too much. Spray my basket. I'm going to go ahead and lay my meatloaf. I'm going to kind of put mine at an angle, just directly on the air fryer basket. Now, you could make your own glaze. There's also recipes for glazes. The one that came with this actual recipe was basically a form of homemade barbecue sauce. So I am just going to use barbecue sauce, and I'll spread this out over each of them. I'm using Mad Dog and Merrill Midwest Grillin'. This is really good stuff. If you'd like to see the review, that is over on our camping channel. Just gonna smooth that all around the top. Put it in my air fryer. Set to air fry. I'm going to bring the temperature down to 350, 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to leave it on 20 and check them once it goes off. I will see you back here when these are done. Thanks so much for watching. Happy eating!